What up, folks? I am Ultrazilla, and today I have a review of the McFarlane Toys DC Superpowers Lobo figure. That's right, my zillions. This is an interesting one for me because I've wanted a Lobo figure in my collection for a long time. I've always loved Lobo, the main man. This is a really cool Simon Bisley drawing right here. Always loved Lobo. I got to work on Lobo at one point with Sam Keith. How awesome is that? For real. And I've always wanted a Lobo figure. Never really got one. Like, I flirted with a bunch of different ones, more expensive ones like Storm Collectibles, even McFarlane's own one, you know, but just, it never happened. It never happened. And when I saw that this throwback return of DC Superpowers was doing Lobo, and DC Superpowers was another line I grew up with when I was a kid, you know, like seeing that they were doing a Lobo figure, and I haven't checked out the line for nostalgia even, like, I figured this was the best way for me to kill two birds with one stone. Check out what the Superpowers line is like in 2025 and finally get myself a Lobo figure, which is very cool because it's very like retro but also very like animated series, and I absolutely love that. So without any further ado, let's get to this review. So here's Lobo out of the package, and I really like it. It is super, super cool. It doesn't have much articulation. The arms move. The legs move. But he also has a knee joint, which is soft ratcheted, which is nice. And the head moves. So, you know, not a ton, but it's got some. The waist does not move. And there's no elbows. But whatevs. It's fine. It does have a cloth goods vest, which I was not expecting, and that's pretty neat as well. If you want to take it off, he has a great shirt. He can show off his musculature, which is actually nicely sculpted in a cartoony animated series way, as well as, like, you know, his like traps here and stuff. Not bad, not bad. Lobo, like, look at his arms. There's good cuts in it, right? That's pretty neat. His fist here, it's got an open hand. I thought he might have came with a chain, but he doesn't. But, you know, he's got gloved hands. This one's a pure fist. But yeah, he's got nice muscles, so that's pretty awesome. He's got a really nice belt with the skull and all the spikes, and that's done really well. Look at that skull. It's pretty awesome. I love it. Spikes. It's got some back muscle, I'm sure. Yeah, look at that. It's all sculpted out, so if you want to take off this, you can. It's got some Lobo butt. Then the rest is, like, you know, plain jeans. But look, he's got a seam on the side, so that's a little bit of a detail, right? They didn't have to do that. You know, not bad, not bad. And then he's got the star, because he's a superstar. Knee pads, which look pretty good, in 2 shades of gray. And then he's got the awesome biker boots with all the straps. I love it. Look at it. That's really nice. You know, has an animated feel to it. Really, really cool. So, I like it. I like it a lot. And then, of course, we get to the awesome head sculpt. And this is where that, like, Batman the Animated Series style really, like, comes through. Like, it's got the really square jaw. His mustache looks pretty good. And he's got a little stubble there. His nose, his eyes look decent enough. I feel like maybe the paint on this side could be a little further out. Like, I feel like they started a little bit too much in on this particular one. Actually, it's kind of the same on both sides. So maybe not. But overall, I think the face looks good. That square jaw. He's got the long sideburns. He's got the hair that's, like, going upwards. And that's, like, that really, really, like, classic Lobo style, like, original one, which I dig. Like, if you see the first appearances, like, pre-Bisley, yeah. Who wrote that? Who wrote the Bisley comics? Was it Alan Grant? I think it was. And if it's not, my apologies to the writer. But I think it was Alan Grant. Grant and Bisley? That sounds familiar, right? Really good sculpt there, but I like it. I think he's pretty cool looking. Like, got a nice, like, stance to him. I'm really enjoying this. This is so cool. I love it. I really do. I mean, it's everything I kind of wanted in a Lobo figure. Who thought, you know, the Superpowers line was going to be the one that finally gave it to me? Yeah, he's not, like, super articulated, but I don't need everything to be articulated. I've said that, like, a million times over on this channel. That's articulation isn't the be-all, end-all of what makes a cool figure. You know, there's a lot of factors that go into a lot of different figures. I mean, this is a $10 figure. For $10, you ain't getting better than this. This is pretty awesome in my book, as far as like this type of style figure. The one thing I will say is, right out of the package, I went to try to like squeeze his legs, because the old Superpower figures, and I don't know if any of the Superpower figures in the new line do it, but like they had the action where you squeeze the legs, the arms would punch. So yeah, you know. That was the kind of cool old school gimmick, and now it's just more like a reaction figure in a way. But it's a good one. I like it a lot. I'm really happy with this. I almost canceled this, but I was like, $10, Ultrazilla. Just get it, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I had it on pre-order, and I'm glad I didn't cancel that pre-order, because pre-orders have been sold out like everywhere. So I was like, I'm not going to cancel it just in case, because I'll wait till the last minute, because I don't want to get screwed if I do really want it. And then again, look, $10. Yeah, I have $10 for this. For a character I really wanted in my collection. I'm not getting a lot of DC stuff anymore. But the fact that, you know, but also on the package, it's DC Direct and McFarlane. McFarlane, you know, does DC Direct now. And there's folks at DC Direct, you know, that I used to work with. And, you know, shout out to them, you know, they know who they are. You know, so it's really, like, it's cool to support, you know, and this is awesome. This is awesome. I love it. I absolutely love it. And for your size comparison, here's Lobo with a bunch of other figures you might have in your collection. Now, he's about like that 5-inch scale, so he might be like 5.5 inches, because he's just a hair shorter than some of these 1/12 scale figures that you see here. So he's a cool size if you're getting smaller figures, because obviously he's going to be a little bit bigger, but he's small if you're getting the 1/12 scale figures. And my final thoughts, as I'm actually wearing my old DC comic shirt, this Lobo figure is awesome. Like, I really like it. I'm glad I didn't cancel it, and I'm glad I didn't get another Lobo figure before, because I would have been spending a lot of money, and maybe not have been as happy as I am with this one. I like the animated look. I like the throwback to the Superpowers line, which, you know, I had some when I was a kid, so it's like, it's so awesome to get this one. Yeah, it doesn't have the gimmick, but it's still cool. It's still super cool. I really like it. I like the soft goods. I like the look. I like the feel of it. It's just a fun figure for $10, and to make me happy like that, to bring back that nostalgia. Yeah, man, this was a worthwhile get. I got mine on Amazon, by the way. I pre-ordered it on Amazon. I kept that pre-order. Like I said, it's been sold out everywhere, so I'm glad I didn't cancel it. You know, I mean, again, $10. Like, I figured, why not? Let me just try it out. Right? What's the worst that can happen? It's not good. You know, and then I get rid of it. But, like, I like it a lot. It's going to be one of those figures that I just kind of mess around with. That's just going to be on my desk at all times. You're going to see them in probably a lot of size comparisons. It's cool like that. So there you have it, guys. That is my review. I'm a simple guy, and sometimes a simple figure really does the trick. So there you have it. Let me know your thoughts on this figure down below, and if you're new to the channel, why don't you go ahead and sub yourself for daily content, and let me help you diversify your collection, because you never know what you're gonna see here. Till next time, peace out.